Hello students. In this lecture on integration, we begin with learning the substitution method. Now, what is the meaning of substitution? Substitution means replacing one variable with the other. For example, if we are given x as a variable in the form of a function of x, we convert it into some other variable or some other function involving a variable, say t, okay, so that we get this in such a form that we can solve it by the method of integration. We can find the integral of that function. So this is more of a practical method. There is not much theory to be told in this. You can only observe, you can only learn by observing the things that are there. Okay, so I will just begin with exercise 5.2. As we are doing the sums, I'll just keep on explaining. So exercise 5.2, that is it, that we are beginning over here. The first sum in that, the question is generally it is evaluate. The first sum, you have to find the value of x root of 1 plus x square dx. Observe carefully how it is done. All the sums have almost the same method. The steps are all same for all the sums actually. Now, in this case, we put what is given in the root sign, that is 1 plus x square as t. We substitute it as t and just observe how it comes. So we say let 1 plus x square is equal to t, and then the next step is again common to all the sums that you are going to do. So learn it properly. The next step is differentiating both the sides with respect to x. So we find the derivative with respect to x on both the sides. So we write over here, when we find the derivative, what is the derivative of 1? It becomes 0 because 1 is a constant. The derivative of x square is 2x. So we get here 2x is equal to, what is the derivative of t with respect to x? It becomes dt by dx. In the lesson on derivatives, you have learnt, no? The derivative of y with respect to x is dy by dx. Same way, this becomes dt by dx. Now see the next step also. We put all the other terms on one side. Okay, and on the RHS, and on the LHS, we want all the x containing terms, including x and dx. Whereas on the RHS, we want the dt, t containing terms which are there. So in this way, we get like this, see, x dx is equal to dt upon 2. Okay, so if you observe in the question, the value x dx is over here. See, x dx. So x dx has become dt by 2. And what about 1 plus x square? It is t. So our integral becomes actually root t dt. Like this now. So thus we get, if the integral is called as I, generally we call it as I. So the integral has become now integral of root t into dt upon 2. Okay. Now this 1 upon 2 is a constant. We bring it outside over here. 1 upon 2 integral of root t dt comes. Now root of any function means raised to the power half. So for the sake of solving, we can write like this, t raised to half into dt. Now that we have written this way, we can solve it by the very first formula for integration, that is x raised to n. The formula for x raised to n is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So here this becomes half as it is, and we get t raised to half plus 1 upon half plus 1. Those of you who have understood the method can skip this step and directly write the answer. That is the next step that is there. Okay. And don't forget to write plus c over here. This way. And therefore, we are going to get now half. Now t raised to half plus 1 means t raised to 3 by 2. So t raised to 3 by 2 upon half plus 1 in the denominator as well. So 3 upon 2 this way. So 2 gets cancelled. So it comes out as 1 upon 3 into t raised to 3 by 2. Now we resubstitute. If you remember, we had taken 1 upon x square as t. So our answer becomes, okay, of course here I forgot to write plus c. We have to mention plus c here. So finally the answer becomes 1 upon 3 after substitution. It becomes, instead of t, we can write 1 plus x square. The whole raised to 3 by 2 plus c. This becomes our answer. Now in the second sum, the question is x cube upon root of 1 plus x raised to 4 dx. The substitution is somewhat similar to the last sum. That is, we write let t is equal to 1 plus x raised to 4. Whatever was there in the root sign, we put it over here. Okay. Again, we differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So we get actually 1 becomes 0, x raised to 4 becomes 4x cube is equal to dt by dx. And therefore, we get x cube dx, because we bring dx on this side. So x cube dx is equal to dt by 4. Okay. So as you can see over here, this term, the numerator itself has become dt by 4. And what about the denominator? Denominator, the whole thing is t actually, root of t. So thus we have found our substitution. So the integral now becomes I is equal to the integral of, the numerator is, if you remember, it is dt by 4 upon root of t. Okay, which we can write it this way, that is 1 upon 4 we can bring out integral of. Now root of t in the denominator, you remember that root means raised to half. From the denominator we can bring t to the numerator and write over here t raised to minus half. Okay, and then it can be easily done by using the formula for x raised to n. Okay, so this you can complete as an assignment. You can refer to the first sum and you can complete this sum as an assignment. In the third question, you have to find the value of e raised to x plus e raised to minus x the whole square into e raised to x minus e raised to minus x dx. The sum is not as complicated as it looks actually. And one more advice would be, when you sit to see the video, please keep your textbook open and your notebook as well, so that you can note down the sums as we are doing over here. Or you can first see the sum and then do it without looking at the video. That would be a very good method of learning it properly. Okay. So over here, we take the bracket e raised to x plus e raised to minus x the whole square. That is whatever is there in the bracket as t. So we write over here like this, let e raised to x plus e raised to minus x is equal to t. We differentiate both the sides with respect to x as usual. By now you know the step, isn't it? So we get e raised to x plus e raised to minus x, and by the chain rule, if you remember, it is not x but minus x. So we also find the differentiation of minus x. If I write the step over here just to remind you all, not needed in the exam actually, minus x. Okay, and the next step we already cross multiply with dx. See, the RHS would have been dt by dx. We bring the dx over here. That is a conventional method. Usually they write it this way. Okay, instead of writing that step again, we just bring the dx over here. This will be following for all sums. So, therefore, we are going to get e raised to x. Now, the differentiation of minus x is minus 1. So, minus e raised to minus x dx as dt. So, if you see the question, this term has become dt. Okay, and the remaining term is t square. So, our substitution it has become very simple. So our integral has become integral of t square dt. We simply have to use the formula x raised to n over here. So we are going to get the answer as t cube upon 3 plus c. Okay, this will come as our answer, and we have to resubstitute the value. That is, we had substituted no, e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. This was our t. So we resubstitute it and get the final answer over here. So that's all. That is there to the sum. The fourth sum is integral of 1 plus x upon x plus e raised to minus x dx. Now in integration, as I have told you before, there is no formula for u upon v. So we have to simplify this somehow. So first of all, before substituting, let us see about simplifying a little bit further. Okay, for example, e raised to minus x. When it comes to the denominator, e raised to minus x can become 1 upon e raised to x. So this step we are going to use first of all. Okay, so first we are going to write e raised to minus x this way. So it becomes 1 plus x upon x plus 1 upon e raised to x. Now we cross multiply and equalize the denominator. So we are going to get the integral of 1 plus x upon x into e raised to x plus 1 upon e raised to x. Now the denominator has become common in the below part of the fraction actually. Now that denominator e raised to x can go up into the final numerator. Okay, and so we will get it this way. That is 1 plus x into e raised to x upon x into e raised to x plus 1 dx. Okay, now we cannot simplify any further. So what we are going to do is we are going to substitute. As usual, we are going to substitute in such a way that we get the fractions in a very convenient form. So we take the denominator as t. So the denominator x into e raised to x becomes t over here. So we write like this. So let x e raised to x plus 1 is equal to t. So when we differentiate, you observe that x into e raised to x are two terms which are multiplied. So we use the product form of differentiation, product formula. So we get x, the differentiation of e raised to x gives us only e raised to x, plus e raised to x, the differentiation of x gives us 1. And 1 becomes 0. Remember the product rule. Okay, into dx is equal to dt. This way. So if you observe, the numerator of the question is nothing but x e raised to x plus e raised to x dx. Okay, suppose we take e raised to x common as a next step, just to show you all. If you take e raised to x common, in the bracket we are going to get 1 plus x dx. Okay, so this becomes the numerator actually. Okay, the entire numerator has been substituted like that way. So our integral becomes the integral of dt upon t. Okay, now what is the integration of 1 upon t? Yes, it is log t. So 1 upon t dt becomes log t plus c. So now what remains is resubstitution. So we just resubstitute and get log x e raised to x, because that is what we had substituted, plus 1 plus c. This becomes our answer for this sum that is there. The fifth sum, the question is x plus 1, x plus 2 raised to 7, x plus 3, and we have to find the integral of this particular function. Now just observe how substitution is done over here. We write like this, let x plus 2 is equal to t. Okay, x plus 2 is equal to t. When we differentiate, x becomes just 1. Okay, and 2 becomes 0. So 1 dx, or rather only dx, okay, RHS, it is dt by dx. So dx we bring to the LHS. So 1 into dx, that is dx, is equal to dt. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, similarly, from x plus 2 is equal to t, we get this value, that is x is equal to t minus 2. Okay, x is equal to t minus 2, this we get from here. And therefore, we write this integral like this. Wherever x is there, we put t minus 2. So the integral becomes I is equal to integral of t minus 2 plus 1. See, the first bracket is x plus 1. So it becomes t minus 2 plus 1. The second bracket becomes, it is t actually. Second bracket is t because x plus 2 is t. Anyway, we have taken it as t. So no use of writing t minus 2 plus 2. It is anyway going to be t. Okay, so the second bracket is t. The third bracket becomes t minus 2 plus 3. Okay, here actually t raised to 7 because there is a power here, that way. And dx has become dt now. So write dt. Now this becomes t minus 2 plus 1. So this becomes t minus 1. And this is t raised to 7. And the third one is t plus 1 dt. Definitely simpler than before, isn't it? Now, t minus 1 into t plus 1. We use the formula for a square minus b square. Okay, a plus b into a minus b gives us a square minus b square. So this two brackets will give us t square minus 1. So our integral becomes integral of t square minus 1 into t raised to 7 dt. Now we can open the brackets. So t square into t raised to 7. You know that when two numbers are multiplied, their powers are added. So this becomes t raised to 9. Okay, minus 1 into t raised to 7 is only t raised to 7 dt. And therefore the answer comes out to be t raised to 9. So we get t raised to 10 upon 10 using the formula x raised to n. Minus t raised to 7 becomes t raised to 8 upon 8 plus c. Okay, now I leave it up to you to resubstitute because t becomes now x plus 2. So resubstitute and get the answer here. Write the final answer and check it out. Okay, that is your sort of assignment. You can just check it out that way. In the sixth sum, the question is 1 upon x log x. Now this question has been asked many times in the exam, board exam. Okay, so here we say let log x is equal to t. Therefore, differentiating both the sides with respect to x, we get 1 upon x dx as dt. And therefore, our integral becomes, now you observe that there is 1 upon x dx in the question. So, our integral becomes integral of dt upon t. Now, you know that the answer for 1 upon t, the integral of 1 upon t is log t. So, here we get the answer as log t plus c. Then, resubstituting, we put t as log x. So, therefore, we get log x plus c as the answer here. We go to the seventh sum now. In the seventh sum, it is integral of x raised to 5 upon x raised to 2, that is x square plus 1 dx. Observe how I am doing the sum now. Here x raised to 5 is written as this way, that is x raised to 4 into x. The denominator is kept as it is. Now we take the denominator as t. So we say let x square plus 1 is equal to t, and therefore differentiating both the sides, we get 2x dx as dt. Now observe the question. In the question the term is x dx. So as a result we write here x dx is equal to dt by 2. Also certain other things note down over here is that x square plus 1 is t. We had substituted that x square plus 1 as t. So therefore we can write x square is equal to t minus 1 or squaring both the sides. X raised to 4 becomes t minus 1 the whole square. Okay, if you observe in the question again x raised to 4 term is there. So that becomes t minus 1 the whole square. So as a result our integral becomes I is equal to the integral of, now x raised to 4 is written as t minus 1 the whole square. The remaining term which is there it becomes dt by 2. Okay, and then in the denominator the term we had substituted it as t, so it becomes t. Now we take the half outside, dt by 2, so 1 upon 2 comes outside, and in the integral we square the term t minus 1 the whole square. So upon squaring we get t square minus twice of t plus 1. Denominator is upon t dt. Now we separate the terms. So we get half integral of t square upon t, it becomes t, minus twice of t upon t, it becomes 2 because t gets cancelled, plus 1 upon t. Okay, the whole into dt. Then we can solve it, that is we can find the integrals of the terms. So we get 1 upon 2, the integral of the integral of t is t square upon 2. Similarly, the integral of 2 twice of t, remember we are doing integration not differentiation. So 2 becomes twice of t plus 1 upon t becomes log t. Plus c, we can resubstitute now. We can put the value of t here. T is actually x square plus 1. So we get x square plus 1 the whole square upon 2 minus twice of, again t becomes x square plus 1 plus log of mod of x square plus 1. And this becomes our answer. So this becomes our answer now. Okay. Now in this sum, part of the sum I have done it for you. See, we take whatever is under the root sign as t. So x square plus 6x plus 3 becomes t. Upon differentiation we get 2x plus 6 as dt, 2x plus 6 dx as dt. And the remaining part of the sum, that is substituting etc., you can do it, try it out as an assignment and see. Believe me, it is quite easy actually. We move on to the ninth sum now. In the ninth question, the question is integral of 1 upon root x plus x dx. Observe how the substitution is done. We say let root x is equal to t. Now the derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So 1 upon 2 root x dx is equal to dt. Now observe further how it is done. So from there we get dx is equal to 2 root x into dt. Now if you remember, we had taken root x as t. So dx becomes twice of t into dt. So we have expressed dx in terms of t. Also, See, if you remember the substitution, we had taken root x as t. So just to show you that, I'm putting it over here again. So root x as t, when we square both the sides, we get x as t square. So x becomes t square. So putting both these values, that is the value of dx and putting the value of x in our integral, the integral becomes I is equal to integral of twice of t dt, that is dx term, upon root x. Root x was t plus x. X is nothing but t square. This way. We can make it simpler by writing this way, twice of t. 2 can even be written outside the integral. 2 comes outside. So, t dt upon, in the denominator you can see that t can be taken common. So, t into t plus 1 it becomes like this. Now, t gets cancelled. So, therefore, we get the integral as 2 integral of dt upon t plus 1. Okay. Now, 1 upon the integral of any 1 upon term, that is 1 upon the variable, becomes log, isn't it? So, this becomes 2 log t plus 1. So, that is a solution. Only thing is we have to resubstitute it. So, you can resubstitute it and complete the sum. Okay. So, just complete the sum. Resubstitute the sum and complete it. Then we go on to the 10th sum here. 10th sum, the integral is 1 upon x into x raised to 6 plus 1 dx. Again, this sum has to be done in a particular way. See, first we do this way. 1 upon, we open the bracket and x into x raised to 6 becomes x raised to 7 plus 1 into x becomes x dx. Now just check out the next step. In the next step, it is like this. See, 1 upon, we take x raised to 7 outside the bracket. Okay, we take x raised to 7 outside the bracket now. See, the question was x was outside the bracket. Now we have taken x raised to 7 outside the bracket. So in the answer we get, in the bracket we get 1 plus x becomes 1 upon x raised to 6. Just do the sum in your mind and see. Just think about the sum for a minute, you will get it how it is done. Okay. So when we take x raised to 7 outside the bracket, the first term becomes 1 plus the second term, that is x, becomes 1 upon x raised to 6. Then we substitute 1 plus 1 upon x raised to 6 as t. So let 1 plus 1 upon x raised to 6 is equal to t. We can even write this as 1 plus x raised to minus 6. In the numerator it comes, so minus 6 as t, so that it becomes easier to find the derivative. Okay. So when we find the derivative, when we differentiate both the sides, we get 1 as 0, it goes away. X raised to minus 6, we apply the formula x raised to 1, derivative of x raised to n I mean. Okay, it becomes n into x raised to n minus 1. That is minus 6, x raised to minus 6 minus 1 becomes minus 7 dx, which becomes dt, okay, which is minus 6 upon x raised to 7 dx, which becomes dt. Okay. Now suppose we take the minus 6 on the RHS. We get the term as this way, that is 1 upon x raised to 7 dx becomes dt upon minus 6, that is minus dt upon 6. So in the question, the numerator, that is 1 upon x raised to 7 dx, has become minus dt upon 6. So our integral becomes this way. It becomes very simple now. The integral becomes integral of minus dt upon 6 upon t. Okay, that minus 1 upon 6 comes outside. So minus 1 upon 6 integral of dt upon t. Now you know 1 upon t becomes log t. So minus 1 upon 6 log t plus c, and then when we resubstitute, we get actually minus 1 upon 6 log of mod of 1 plus 1 upon x raised to 6 plus c. Wherever you feel a doubt, you can just go back to the video, you can pause the video, observe the steps and then go to the next step. Okay. Now with this we have completed all the sums of exercise 5.2. Since each sum is different, I would advise you to practice the sums properly. In a very proper manner, I would advise you to practice the sums right from the beginning and learn it nicely so that this chapter becomes thorough, because the next chapters which are to follow use both, that is integration as well as differentiation. One of the chapters. The next chapter is of course definite integration, where you need all these formulae thoroughly. Okay. So we meet in the next lecture with the next concept. I do hope you are understanding this mode of presentation. If not, you can at least WhatsApp and tell me about it. If you are facing any problems, then I'll look into it. Okay. So do subscribe and like the channel. We'll meet in the next lecture. Keep safe and healthy.